What is going on, guys? This is your role model of the IWC here today with your guys' Money in the Bank preview and predictions. But not only is this a Money in the Bank preview and predictions video, this is also your last week or so news and rumor update. As I was on vacation, so I did not get that out. So this is going to be one large video with all that. And I will be going over Money in the Bank at the end. So in the in this video, you could probably jump about maybe 20-25 minutes left in the video, and that's probably going to be as much as I talk about Money in the Bank, if I do. But if not, jump to the last, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, man. Just skip ahead until you see me start talking about Money in the Bank. But today we actually do have some stuff to go over regarding the WWE heading into this summer. Now, the first piece of news and rumor I have here for y'all today actually refers to a man that we all know and love. A man that is, believe it or not, some of our favorite pro wrestlers in all the business. It is none other than Goldberg. Now, Goldberg, or Goldberg, whatever you want to call him, is going to be returning this summer. Yay! Earlier this week, we got a report. Ringside News put out, and I quote, "The rumor mill has repeatedly suggested that the WWE and Brock Lesnar have not reached a deal for the Beast Incarnate to work the match on August 21st at SummerSlam 2021. With Roman Reigns rumored to be defending his Universal Championship against John Cena on that card, and Edge set to be being lined up for a match against Seth Rollins, that leaves the WWE Champion Bobby Lashley without an obvious opponent. Lashley's dream match for years has been to the elusive Lesnar fight, but according to a new report from Fightful, Lashley will instead have to settle for Goldberg. The report says that the plan right now is for Goldberg to return on Raw and set up a match against Bobby Lashley for SummerSlam. I know. You guys are about as excited as I am about this match. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I'm ready to go, man. Very excited. Woo! Let's go. Let's get into it. Except there's one issue. One major, and I mean major issue when it comes to this match. Nobody likes Goldberg. Not a single person here watching this video, watching me, talking wrestling, have any knowledgeable sense of what wrestling is. If you are a knowledgeable fan, if you watch the business, if you love the business, if you consider yourself a big fan of wrestling, you're not a fan of Goldberg. Goldberg is one of the most overused, casual, part-time guys they have. It is literally there for the guy that hasn't watched the show, sees Goldberg, well, I might stay. Maybe getting another 1,000 viewers here or there. Ratings are dropping. And that goes on to a report I will talk about later. Ratings are dropping. Goldberg is only a bandage on the wound. And it is a spit in the face to all of us fans that have actually been here and supported and loved and lived this world of pro wrestling through the thick and thin over the pandemic era. This is a shot in the foot to us. They do not care about us. They don't want to care about us. They never will care about us. They never have cared about us. They just want to get a quick buck, and that quick buck will be Goldberg. Now, unfortunately, it is going to more than likely happen at SummerSlam. I don't want it to happen. I don't know many people who would want it to happen, to be honest with you. But Goldberg will be returning more than likely in the next few weeks to set up that match against Bobby Lashley. I don't know about you, but Bobby Lashley and Goldberg doesn't really sound that all appealing to me. Bobby Lashley, to me, should be going up. Obviously, number one choice is Brock Lesnar. Obviously, number one choice should always be Brock Lesnar. But if you couldn't do Brock Lesnar, I pitch you this. What if we did a situation where instead of doing Roman versus Edge, we put Edge back on, get this, the brand he was drafted to, Monday Night Raw, and we do a match between Lashley and Edge. And then we do a match at SummerSlam between Roman and Big E. Or, get this, instead of bringing back Goldberg, Oldberg, whatever you want to call him, Berg, how about we have Big E win Money in the Bank? And instead of facing Oldberg at SummerSlam, we have Big E come back night after Money in the Bank and say, you know what? Bobby, I want a match against you at SummerSlam. I want to cash in my briefcase against you at SummerSlam. That sounds much more appealing to me than seeing Bill Oldberg out there. It does. Why? Because I'm not going to get behind Bill Goldberg. Bobby Lashley is 100% the biggest face in the company right now. Biggest baby face in the company. Why? Because nobody likes Goldberg. Not a single person. He buried Bray Wyatt. This man right here. The Fiend. And then this man right here got buried. Bray Wyatt, in some of his best work, got buried by that man. You think people are going to come out here against Bobby Lashley, who, mind you, has been one of the best things since the beginning of the pandemic era? You think fans are going to come out here and boo Bobby Lashley? You think guys are going to come out here and be happy if Oldberg wins? You're going to get booed out of the building if Bobby Lashley loses to somebody of the likes of Bill Oldberg. I don't even want to think about it. It makes me want to puke. It makes me want to vomit. The fact that Bill Oldberg is getting an opportunity here rather than somebody that's been there. Somebody that makes sense. Now, God forbid we do Drew McIntyre again. Jesus, man. Drew McIntyre. He shouldn't even be Money in the Bank. And here Drew McIntyre is in Money in the Bank. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you want? Seriously. What do you want? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And then we got Bill Goldberg coming back. So we already have Drew, who's lost a lot of steam, take a lot away from Bobby Lashley. Now we're going to have more steam being lost from Bobby Lashley from Goldberg. And then we're wasting Edge on Roman Reigns because he felt unjustified at WrestleMania. When he's not even a SmackDown superstar, Edge. I don't know. SummerSlam is panning out to be one of the most questionable shows of the year. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad show. I'm saying it's questionable. It is questionable. There's a lot of question marks on SummerSlam. It's what it's panning out to be. But it looks like this summer, man, we are in for quite the showcase. We got Bill Oldberg coming back, more than likely against Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam. So be on the lookout for that. It should be fun, except nobody's waiting for it. It will be fun to get it over with. That's about it. I'm going to hold off on one of these until last because it kind of leads into Money in the Bank. But Malachi Black, next guy. I haven't really had a chance to talk about Malachi Black on the channel because I've been on vacation. I didn't get to talk about his debut. I've just not been able to watch the show on time, and I haven't had a chance to record because I was on vacation camping over in Colorado. So I did not get a chance to come on here and give you my opinions on the Malachi Black situation. Malachi Black did debut over on AEW 2 weeks ago. He is now going to be one of the top guys in AEW. They're belting up phenomenally. He has a great look. He looks like he's going to be the next big star in AEW. Took out Cody. Malachi Black's going to be good, man. There's no question about Malachi Black being good. Question is, will he be good in AEW? I mean, look at Miro. Miro took a little bit, but he's there. He's there now. I don't have any question marks with Malachi Black. Malachi Black has every single potential to be a top caliber star over on AEW. Especially now that they're adding a second show. Malachi Black, I expect him to be perfectly fine. One thing about Malachi Black is Vince McMahon did not know he was losing Malachi Black. Because you know why? He didn't know how many days he gave on his no-compete clause. And once he saw that, hey, Malachi Black just showed up in AEW. What was that? What was that, Bruce? That Aleister Black guy showed up in AEW? AEW, Bruce? Kevin Dunn, is that right? He showed up in AEW? Somebody call Murphy. Somebody call Mickey. Somebody call everybody. Excuse me. But how many days did we give you? A 90-day, a 60-day, a 30? Oh, okay. Seriously, how do you not know? How do you not know when you're releasing somebody the kind of clause you gave them? You make the contract, Vince. Are you that stupid? Seriously, man. Sorry, I had to adjust my audio a little bit because it's showing I'm talking too loud. But hey, seriously, man. You don't know the contracts you're giving out to people? That shows you that they don't care. That literally tells you that they don't put any thought, rhyme, reason, or anything into their contracts. They just say, hey, here's a paper, sign it so that we don't have to deal with you going to the competition. And don't you state to me that they don't do that. Because that proves it right there. How do you not know the clauses that you offer to people? Because you're sitting there, you have a paper, you don't even look at it, you just throw it at them. Here, have $1 million. Have $1 million, sign the paper. Oh, we didn't give you a 90-day? God dang it, man. Now you're showing up in AEW and you're showing us up. You're showing us up at their show. Oh my God, you might show up at All Out. Oh my God, you might show up at Slammiversary. Oh, what have I done? Seriously. And you're telling me that they don't sign people just to sign them. They don't just do it to do it. And then you got the dummies that are out there saying, well, AEW just signs WWE rejects. Who's letting Aleister Black sit on the dang free agent market for longer than 2 weeks? Seriously, man? Some of the people that talk wrestling should not be talking wrestling. You sound stupid. You sound dumb when you sit there and you question, well, why does AEW sign the rejects? Let's think of it. Christian Cage, what's he got? Talent. Chris Jericho, what's he got? Talent. What's Miro got? Talent. What's Aleister Black got? Talent. And you're sitting here questioning them. What are you, stupid? Seriously. Use your brain. It's not that, hey, we're getting them because they're WWE guys. They have notoriety to them. They make them look better than WWE ever made them look. Look at Miro. Miro's never looked better. Miro could have looked better during Rusev Day. But what did WWE do? They had $1 million bill right here. They had it nice and pristine. Vince took it. He was like, I don't want it. Get away from me. Who's that Rusev guy? Who is he? He doesn't deserve it. Seriously. And you think that the WWE's doing the right thing. You think that they really know what they're doing. And they're out here don't even know their own contracts. And you're telling me that they're the ones that are in the right. And everybody else is in the wrong for picking up the guys that the WWE is too stupid to utilize. You're telling me that Deonna Purrazzo is a WWE reject? She looks better at Impact than she ever did in WWE. What is it? Seriously. You can't make that stupid argument. You can't make that argument. Maybe if a No Way Jose was signed. Maybe an Adam Rose was signed. A Del Rio. Somebody that's not really that great. You think Breezango's going to sit on the free agent market very long? I will be shocked if they make it one day past whenever their clause is up. I'll be shocked. Tyler Breeze, Fandango, I would love to see them in AEW. I would love to see them in Impact. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they're going to be champions in whatever company they go to. And then the WWE sitting there, they don't know what to do with them. They don't. Oh, we might take them back to NXT. Oh, we don't really want to use them in NXT. Oh, fiddle fucking around. That's what Vince McMahon is. He's an undecisive, old, senile man. It's about time that we get back on track. It's about time that the WWE starts focusing on themselves instead of just throwing money at them. No, seriously, the last few years, just throwing money. Here, whoo, have it all. It's time to start taking things serious, Vince. You wonder why nobody cares about your prerogative? You know why Raw's dropping in ratings? You know why Raw continuously, after week, after week, after week, after week, after week, after week. How many weeks is it going to be, Vince? You're setting records after records after records after records. And they're not good records. They're getting worse and worse. Oh, lowest rating this week. Oh, lowest rating this week. Oh, no interest. Let's blame it on the weekend. Oh, we had a holiday weekend. Vince, I want to break this to you. You're not NXT. You're not AEW. You're not two unknown companies, brands, whatever, being built up on a new day. You're not a new show. You're not a fresh face to the company. You're not any of that. You didn't have to. Yes, you did go through the pandemic era, but you were an established company. You were the company. You were getting 3, 4, 5 ratings at one point. And each year, man, it goes down and down and down. To the point where AEW beat them into 18 to 49 demographic. How do you do that, Vince? Seriously. You're getting embarrassed. You don't know what's going on in your own company. You don't know what kind of money you're handing out. You don't know what kind of contracts. You don't know how many days they got on their no-compete clause. You don't know how to book a show. When will you learn anything? Maybe it's time to hang them up, Vince. Maybe it's time to put that paper and pen and hand it to somebody else. Maybe it's time to give it to Triple H. Don't give it to those dummies that you have as yes men. Give it to Triple H. At least Triple H will know how to make a decent show. You want me to prove how I know Triple H? Look at NXT when you had your little hands off of it. Back when the prime days of NXT when Triple H was running. That's simple, Vince. That's simple. Just give it away. Just give it to Triple H. Make everybody's lives easier. Sorry about that. Got that worked up a little bit. Oh, man. What's next? We got Walter. We got a Walter storyline. Not really sure if it's storyline or not. There's been things tossed around that it's storyline driven and that this is a legit thing. Walter, though, he will not be facing Ilya Dragunov for match 2. Obviously, they've had that first match, which was so good. But we will not be seeing that match because medical staff has confirmed that Walter suffered a severe injury to his left hand, and he was unfit to compete for the rematch against Dragunov. So for now, we will be postponing that match until further notice. But when the match happens, it will be good. It will be good. Those two guys put on a phenomenal match the first time they did. I don't expect it to be any different the second time around. Both of those guys know how to put on a good match. Sorry. I'm just tweeting out the Impact video because it just got uploaded. But both of those guys know how to put on a great match. They've done it with each other. They've done it by themselves. And they'll do it again. I guarantee you they'll do it again. But the problem is they're not doing it right now. They got to wait a little bit. And unfortunately, we're going to have to hold off on it. I don't know when that match is going to happen, but best of luck for Walter. Hopefully, Walter, whatever you want to call him. Best of luck to him. Hopefully, he comes back healthier and happier and better than ever before. And then a little piece of news. I thought it was interesting. We had an NXT trade, and that was Mandy Rose going to NXT. Now, this technically wasn't announced as a trade, but it's saying that it was a trade. And that is that Mandy Rose got traded for Aliyah. So Aliyah will be going up to the main roster. Does anybody care? No, but hey, we saw our first technical trade between NXT and the main roster. Pretty cool. And then per Andrew Zarian, the big news leading into Money in the Bank, and then we'll get into Money in the Bank here after this piece of news. Per Andrew Zarian, WWE is going to lean very heavily on mega established names to help bring the casual fans back to shows and to TV viewership. Becky, Cena, Edge, Goldberg, and more. Now, I saw this going around. I don't have an official report or anything. I think it's more of a 50-50 shot here. And that is Becky might be showing at Money in the Bank. That Andrew Zarian little tweet that he put out definitely helped add credibility to that. But Becky might be returning for Money in the Bank. I could see it happening. I thought she might be a surprise entrant in the Money in the Bank match. But right now we do have a full Money in the Bank. So maybe she takes somebody out or maybe she doesn't show up. Maybe she waits till the Monday night after. Maybe she waits till SmackDown. I don't know. But I think we will be seeing the likes of John Cena, Goldberg, Becky. They should all be back. Here in the next few weeks, I would say. Probably the next few weeks. Becky, she'll be back. I don't know if she'll be full-time, depending on how her and Seth want to go about that. Because obviously now that they have a kid, they have to think about who's going to be taking care of the kid and things like that. So I don't necessarily know how they're going to go about that, but seeing Becky back should be great, man. Becky's been severely missed in that women's division. Outside of Sasha and Bayley, it's really not been that good. I would say Rhea, but she hasn't been good. Liv Morgan's been good. Naomi's been good. But hey, everybody else kind of not there. But let's get into Money in the Bank. I did not know this was even the pre-show match. That tells you how this show's gonna go. But anyways, we have a pre-show match that is a tag team match. We have the Mysterios, Dominic and Rey, going up against the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. I don't know really what you want me to say. The Usos shouldn't lose. They have to make Roman proud. They have to make make sure they're worth Roman's time. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mysterios win, though, because, you know why? They don't really care about making things make sense. You got to prove yourself to be in the Reigns clan. It don't matter. Just lose to the Mysterios. It'll be fine. We got to get Dominic and Rey over. They'll probably win. Jimmy, Jay, or I think it was Jimmy. Whichever one of them was the one that got a DUI. Shouldn't even be on the show. Go get that guy his help. But I can't really say much about this match. It's just a pre-show match that shouldn't matter at all. I imagine the Usos would win. I don't really know what else you want me to say about it. And then next we have, I'm gonna say the Money in the Banks. Let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defending her Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. Once again, yay! With live fans in attendance, what do? We give Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair again. Why? Because we don't care about booking properly. Should it be a good match? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Rhea or Charlotte right now, so I can't really say that I think it's going to be good. But yeah. I got Charlotte. That's simple. I had Charlotte last time. Charlotte lost because of the Rhea antics. I don't know, man. I don't care about Rhea. I don't care about Charlotte. I could see Charlotte winning, whatever. Next, we got AJ Styles and Omos defending their tag team championships, the Raw Tag Team Championships, against the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. The Viking Raiders should win this match, but they're not going to. I guarantee you AJ and Omos are going to win. Why? Because they're not a legit tag team, whereas the Viking Raiders are. The Viking Raiders are not going to be tag team champions. Why? Because they're legit, man. We gotta always throw tag team titles on people that aren't real partners, that are mixed and matched and brought together for whatever reason, here, there, whatever. They always give them the championships. They always win, man. They always win. It's never a legit team, man. We had Sheamus and Cesaro, they just pair people, man, and then they just win championships. It's just what happens. The Viking Raiders aren't winning. The only team that's normal that is going to win is the New Day. I don't want to talk about the New Day right now, actually. You know what? You can talk about the New Day a little bit. We'll talk about them a little bit. We'll go into the men's Money in the Bank. We got Big E, Kevin Owens, King, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, Ricochet, John Morrison, Matt Riddle, or just Riddle, and Drew McIntyre, who I don't even know why he's in the match. Drew McIntyre cannot win the match properly. If he does, the people that put him there, the Raw commissioners, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, they are going to be losing their guy. Makes plenty of sense to me that you're as the guys behind Raw, you want one of your top guys to go in Money in the Bank, potentially win Money in the Bank, and go to the other brand. Doesn't make much sense to me. Once again, I'll do this the only way I know how. If you guys watch my Slammiversary video, you know what I'm talking about. But hey, we got to break this down. Who's most likely, who's least likely to win this thing? Least likely is King Nakamura. I don't see him winning. No, John Morrison's definitely less likely than Nakamura. So Morrison's last. Nakamura is going to be after him. I don't see either of them winning. I doubt Kevin Owens wins. Wouldn't make much sense. Ricochet, I doubt it. It'd be cool, but I doubt it. Drew McIntyre, I would say probably shouldn't win. I don't know if he will. He might, for all we know. Seth Rollins, I'd probably say is third. Big E, no. Riddle, I think second, most likely, and then Big E. Big E should win. I think Big E should win because, once again, I think Big E should be going on to face either Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns. I would hope at WrestleMania, but it's probably not going to be WrestleMania. But Big E definitely deserves that moment. And I could see a situation where maybe Kofi beats Lashley, and we see Kofi and Big E. Could be interesting there a little bit of rivalry there between the two. But I'm gonna go with Big E. And then let's get into the women's Money in the Bank. Why don't we? We have Nikki Ash, Nikki Hash Brown, Nikki, whatever you want to call her, fake superhero Nikki Cross, up against Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Tamina. Now, don't ask me how Vega got in here after being gone 8 months. Don't ask me how Natalya got in here because she sucks. Don't ask me how Tamina got in here because she also sucks. Don't ask me how Miss Voodoo Magic herself, Alexa Bliss, got in here. Don't ask me how the fake superhero got in here. Don't ask me. Just don't ask me. The only people I can legitimately give a real reason as to why they are and can look at and say, you know what, they actually deserve being in this is Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Asuka. Asuka, she deserves to be in it, but she's not going to win. She is 100% not winning because she won last year. Guarantee Asuka's not winning. Tamina is the most unlikely scenario, I think, of any ever Money in the Bank match. If Tamina were to win Money in the Bank, that would be the biggest letdown, biggest disgrace to all of Money in the Bank matches. Tamina's not winning. Stay in the tag team division. Natalya, I could see her winning. I really don't want to say that, but I could see her winning. Hopefully she does not win. Next, we have Zelina Vega. Doubt it. Really doubt it. And this is where it gets tough. I can see it going a lot of ways. I'll say Alexa Bliss is probably the next least likely. That leaves us with the top three: Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Nikki Ash. Nikki Hash Brown, Nikki fake superhero out here cross. Oh man, I could see Nikki winning. I could really see it win. Right? I could see it now. She's sitting at the top, holding the briefcase, putting her fist in the air, acting like a fake little superhero. I can't wait for it. I know everybody else is excited, just like me. I know we're all excited for it, but hey, I'm gonna say that she is third most likely. Then we got Naomi, who's second most likely, and then I got Liv Morgan winning. I have to go with Liv Morgan. She's the most deserving. She actually has something on her resume that suggests she should win. She's also the only person, believe it or not, to have won heading into Money in the Bank. Nikki Ash lost. Alexa hasn't. Their booking in the women's division is awful. that just makes it even that much better that potentially Becky's coming back. Now, they didn't do Becky any justice following her win at WrestleMania, but if we can even get Becky to chase, I swear it'll be better than anything we've seen the last few months with this Raw Women's division. It's been awful. It's been awful, man. That leads us into the Money in the Bank main event, and that is for the Universal Championship. The only match that, actually, no, it's not, because I didn't talk about the other one. We'll talk about Lashley defending his WWE Championship against Kofi. Lashley should win this match. Does he? I could see a situation where he doesn't, but I think Lashley should win. I think Lashley and Goldberg, unfortunately, is going to be that SummerSlam match, so it wouldn't make much sense for Kofi to win here at Money in the Bank. Then that leads us into the actual main event of the show, which is Roman Reigns going up against Edge. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Edge is a guy that I am not a huge fan of right now. I love Edge, don't get me wrong, but not in the spot he's currently in with the way he got there. That's not the way you get a championship match, man. And I'm not a big fan of Roman versus Edge. Roman should win. Edge should not be even close to Roman Reigns. But, yeah. That's all I really got to say. Money in the Bank should be a decent show. I doubt it'll be anything over the top. Could be great. But I'm not going to get my hopes up that high. And yeah, that's all I really got for y'all. Hope you guys watched or enjoyed this video. If you watched it, hope you guys go back and watch that Slammiversary video that I uploaded earlier today. Slammiversary review later tonight, and this is coming out whenever this is coming out. Yeah, and make sure you guys follow Instagram at thegoongameryt, the Twitter at gamersgoonyt. Make sure you like the video here, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys for Money in the Bank.